Welcome, everyone, to Over and Back. I am joined right now by Oregon head coach Chris Siebert. Greenfield head coach Ryan DePouw may join us at some point. He had some things he had to take care of. And I'm texting our special guest who will be joining momentarily. How's it going, Chris?
It's going great. The special guest thing really has my mind in a, my mind is in a puzzle right now.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way.
Steve.
How are we doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Special guest, Kon Knueppel from Duke.
Big win yesterday. Guys are a machine right now.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Almost like Wisco Lutheran High School.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We're here to talk about, man, the best team in the state.
No question.
So Kon DePouw has had some stuff come up. He might join us. We're not sure yet. So,
yeah.
But we just
well played, Sam. Well played.
Yeah, I didn't tell Siebert that you were coming. I just said I had a special guest.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you've been a special guest for weeks.
So he texted. Siebert's like, "Do I like him? Do I dislike him? How is this going to go?"
Now I got to get a whole new tab up. But
what do we want? Yeah, what do we want to tackle first here?
It's on you. It's your pod. I mean,
should we talk Wisconsin Lutheran?
Sure. I mean, they're unstoppable right now.
They haven't played many interesting games recently. Last 3.
Yeah, they've had blowouts since the DePouw game. They've had 2 or 3 not close games.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the first time I actually watched them was the Whitnall game. DePouw was kind of getting ready for Whitnall, and then DePouw, and then watched the DePouw, parts of the DePouw game. We talked about that on the last pod, but kids are settled into their roles a little bit, obviously, and Z and Cage are playing really, really well. They're as good a duo as anybody in the state. And then when you're surrounding a good duo with 3 college-bound seniors, like we just talked about with DePouw's team, like Greenfield's really good right now because they got a bunch of college-bound seniors. Wisco has college-bound seniors while having all-state players to, I don't want to say compliment their college-bound seniors, but they're really, really good at all 5 spots all the time.
Yeah, I mean the Princeton offense that they put in last year that we put in, and I mean they've really been able to get that going early in the season here, and I mean they run it better than we did last year, which is pretty cool to see. I mean they're averaging over 20 assists here, so it's always fun to tune in and watch and see them share the ball. Because I mean if you share the ball as a high school team at that at a 20 assists per game rate, like you're gonna be pretty hard to guard.
Absolutely. Holding teams to 20 points is a good strategy too.
Yeah. Defense has been a lot better recently.
I think that's the biggest step in Cage's game that we talked about a little bit last week, but like they're putting him on dudes, and like every game he guards the other team's top guy. And I think the knock on him has always been, his feet, whatever. Who does he guard? And what he's guarding perimeter guys all the time now, and being longer than the guy he's guarding obviously helps him, but nobody goes by him.
Yeah, he uses his God-given length to his best ability.
Are you mad that you didn't get the length that Cager got?
Yeah. It would have been nice to get those arms, man.
So what about
makes dunks look cooler?
Yeah. So Pitt on Tuesday.
Are we going to Duke now? We're just going from Lutheran to Duke now, or what?
Well, Wisco Lutheran gets plenty of Wisco Lutheran, and we've been raving. We called them number 1 last week.
We did, yeah.
2 weeks ago. I don't think anything's changed. Are they still number 1? I mean,
yeah, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Until they get beat, they're going to be there. Kon and I talked a couple weeks ago. We were, I'm so amazed that they are and I think I've mentioned with you, Chris and Ryan, like I'm amazed at when I saw them in the summer to where they are now. Like I've never seen a team improve so much in such a short span of time.
Yeah, I say this every time I come on the podcast, but
summer.
Can't value summer. Every high school team teaches treats different. And no, I mean the other team. I mean Kettle's playing really, really well. And then I think the biggest surprise of the last week. I was a little upset I didn't see the score, but I watched. Westosha hung with MAS for a full game. It looks like.
Oh, I haven't seen them.
It's pretty sweet that MAS gets to play that just whoever they want all year. They're playing a good game every week.
They play a good game every game.
Yeah.
Anybody who's willing to play them.
Didn't they beat someone by like 100?
Yeah. I suppose they did beat someone by 100. Yeah, you missed the Jamarian Bateman making 16 threes in the half game.
That's right.
The 16 for 20.
Yep. And what's up? K2, everybody, is the biggest Wisconsin basketball. He's the best Wisconsin high school player and the best encyclopedia at the same time while carrying on a Duke season. This is impressive. Probably check CGL stats every week too. Dude, I'm out for this session. It was it was heartbreaking to say out, but we're late practice like every Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
I was home for the draft.
Oh, awesome!
So I drafted my dad's team.
Oh, good. Who's he got?
He's got Fish, man. Fish.
Nick Fish.
That's all that matters.
Death taxes. Kon One and Nick Fish together.
More importantly, does the Unintentional still have a team? Did your dad still give you another team or no?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Okay. Good. I hope that lives on forever.
You've been struggling a little bit, a few sessions in a row. K2 went to college and
I won back-to-back championships. One session I struggled. And I lost in the championship, I think. I didn't do anything, but
sessions ago, long ago.
No, it was the last session, wasn't it?
Maybe 2 or 3. 2. I don't know. You
bring it up right now.
You're like the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's like maybe
it was 2 ago.
That's a big drought for the Unintentional.
Lost to the eventual champion in the semifinals. But before that, I had won back-to-back.
Helps to have K2 on your team.
Well, I said the third I won. Who was Kinston was on the second one. I'm like, I cannot. What do you? I'm not. I can't do a three-peat. I can't do a three-peat without a Knueppel. They didn't give me a Knueppel kid.
I think that team was under 500 too in the regular season, or like some weird Cinderella team.
Yeah.
CGL playoffs are interesting, Sam. The regular season, the playoff, it's a different game.
It's a different game in the regular season too. It's just I love it. It's so funny.
It's a different game. So Pitt on Tuesday, they got that good point guard.
Yeah, Low. Yeah, he's a good player. They're probably right now the second best team in our league in ACC right now. So
don't give anyone bulletin board material, Kon. You know, we got a lot of ACC people are listening to this podcast.
Saying as of right now, they're the most recent ranked ACC team. So it's not subject to change, but their
coach is also a brotherhood guy. So
brotherhood guy. So got to shout it.
What do your practices look like yesterday? Well, so you had a game yesterday. What does today look like? What does tomorrow look like leading up to Tuesday for you guys?
Yeah, today after the game, a lot of film, getting ready for Pitt. A lot of feedback from the SMU game. We got a good lift in today, and then tomorrow we'll do more on court stuff, more prep, get ready for their specials and stuff like that. But more hands on with it, but be kind of treating it like NCAA tournament with just a 1-day prep, trying to get ready to go.
How much time do you guys dedicate? Like, how much time tomorrow will you dedicate to like specific like Pitt stuff as opposed to like, just normal kind of your stuff, whatever?
I mean, most of it will be Pitt.
Okay.
And we're going to come in twice tomorrow.
Okay.
Walk through at night and get ready for them again.
Was that dude from SMU the biggest guy you've ever played against?
He was up there.
He was huge.
Yeah, he's big.
That was the first guy that like made Malik look small.
Yeah.
Look small, but it was like God, he was massive.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a freshman too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Welcome, DePouw.
D.
Hey, how are we doing, guys?
The special guest, Coach D.
Yeah. Maybe a little less ceremonious entry here, but it's good to be on the podcast.
I just got done. I accidentally compared your team to Wisconsin Lutheran before without. So
Thanks for that. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Good for you to pump my brakes, but welcome, Coach D. Should be entering the top 10 in the state this week, Sam. If he doesn't, it's a travesty.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter, but it's very much appreciated, Coach Siebert.
Coach DePouw and I will be ranking Whitnall to keep the chip on the Hawks' shoulders.
Ryan, you play Lutheran, right, this year, obviously, right?
No,
You don't.
No, not a scheduled game. It could be if the season ended today, it could be a crossover matchup at the end of the year, but that's a long way away.
So here's a question: with who Cager's been guarding, would he guard DeHere? That would be a fun matchup.
That would be speed on length.
That would be interesting.
I haven't thought about the Wisco possibility or scouting report, and I'm gonna keep that one filed away for months down the line if it would transpire.
You can think that way with Wisco being Division I now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? The points?
Yeah. Well, I'm more interested. Last week I was on the pod, and I'm very curious to ask you. I think that teams should have the option to choose to play Division I. So your senior year, I think you guys would have chosen to be Division I. I don't know if everybody feel or whatever. You call them differently. So I think I would call Division I open. So everyone that's 1,000 and over is in open, and then anyone below that has the choice to play in that. Is how I would like it done. So the largest division is the largest, but also anybody Racine St. Cat's, Wisco, MAS,
Pewaukee.
Pewaukee would want to play in the biggest division.
So does that start that would start in just the playoffs then, right? At the start of the playoffs, it would.
I think you'd have to determine it at the beginning of the season, personally. Okay. But
yeah.
Well, yeah, they'd need to make sectionals for sure. Yeah,
right.
It's interesting there too, though. Last year, because we're implying that then that Division I was the best, and then I don't know if that was the case last year.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say the best, but it's the deepest. The first, you get the most complete game. You get four tough games in the playoffs.
It has the most best teams.
I think if they approached it from an open perspective rather than an enrollment, then it would be the best because all the best privates would play in Division I. And then I think then the Division II bracket and the Division III bracket becomes more compelling with the Wiscos and the MASs competing against the Arrowheads and the Homesteads and the whatever. And then you have the public schools with great following and community bases that would go to Madison to watch. More of them are making the state tournament, the whoever team that's good. I don't know. I don't want to, Greenfield's got a good team. I don't know, whatever. Greenfield's D2. So the Lake Millses of the world, the Edgertons of the world. I think that would be an interesting state tournament. And then with that, make 8 of the Division I.
I was just going to say, we're going on
open, more competitive. But
it's going down a rabbit hole that'll never happen. But if you did, you'd have to go to 8.
And then if you really want to get picky with the Division I world, you scrap the sectionals because it's all the biggest schools and the biggest budgets, and you seed one state tournament with the final 8 going to the state.
Reseed
Yeah, reseeded sectional. But in the first round, you might have Hudson driving Wisconsin Lutheran for whatever, and it's one day and it's one school day. Like
They do.
Sorry,
They do football.
exactly, and it's a Friday.
I like the idea of having to qualify for the playoffs in basketball. If you're going to do that too, like seed it like a NCAA tournament type of deal.
That'd be sweet.
Yep.
Well, isn't that like the Division I bracket is different from the D2 bracket in that, right? Where it's the Division I is like a NCAA bracket, right?
Well, the D2 bracket, they seed two regionals.
Yeah, right.
They seed two regionals rather than seeding the whole sectional.
Right.
When we were doing that was always a big complaint of mine because our sectional was not balanced, and the same team went to the sectional final every year. But I think that problem's all over the place.
Yeah.
But people are going to be complaining about seeds in the NCAA tournament too. So it's like, what are we gonna talk? Well, and that's going to expand or whatever, and then people are going to complain about that too. What's the next? What are they talking about doing next for the NCAA tournament? Sam, you see something? I feel like I saw they were just talking expansion.
Expanding it, yeah, they're expanding it to another whatever. I don't know. It's too much.
Like more play-in teams or
more teams, I think in general.
But college, teams are getting better, man. Like the portal allows teams to stay experienced and stay good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it allows like the Power Six.
Yeah, just get all their teams in.
Now. Yeah, it doesn't allow like mid-major teams are just plucked though, like through the transfer portal. So like you're not getting like last year we didn't get a Cinderella Sweet 16 run or Elite 8 run from a mid-major school because all the best guys from South Dakota State are transferring or like that as well. So like the teams at the top are reloading. So I don't know if expanding the amount of teams really. I don't know. I don't know if that helps.
I don't see a need to expand the NCAA tournament. It's best event. It's best event in the world.
Hard enough to win 6 in a row.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing is, do they just if they expand, or are they just gonna? I didn't see the format for it, but is it they're just going to do a ton of more play-in games instead, which. Whatever you're including more teams, it's more money, but it's not necessarily you probably don't have to win 8 games. It's still 6, but there's just more playing teams, playing games. DePouw, let's talk about we touched the base a little bit on your team, but let's feeling pretty good so far. Had some good wins in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, good weekend for sure. I mean, Friday had a little parents' night. 12 every varsity player got to play at least 10 minutes, so it was nice for that and for their families to get to watch them and get a good win that way. And then Saturday won at Marquette, obviously super strong program and historically really, really good. So fun little back-to-back and feeling all right, but there's no trophies for January victories. Got to keep going, right?
Who do you got this week?
We played Plymouth on Tuesday, who just won the Mark Miller Zaleski Sports Team of the Week in D2. So making a little road trip up to Sheboygan area on Tuesday, and then Brown Deer on Friday, back in conference.
Okay. See what you got this week.
We got Monona Grove on Thursday.
Do you not do a normal Tuesday, Friday game? What are we doing here? What's this Thursday crap?
I'm not gonna lie. Our league, I don't know who I'm coming at. Our league's gone wild this year with our schedule. I got a Saturday game every single week.
Seriously?
I've noticed that. You guys have been playing like a lot of Thursday, Saturdays.
A ton of Thursdays and a ton of Saturdays. And I don't know.
Maybe it's the ref shortage thing. Because I know like
7 days a week now.
Yeah, maybe it's the ref shortage deal because I know we have a few weeks where we're Tuesday, Thursday because whatever Friday is most prevalent game night for ref shortage. But I noticed I was looking at your schedule today, Chris, and you're like you guys are like Thursday night hoops every week.
Yeah, I don't know. No comment. It's actually kind of nice, but I will say one thing that's gotten weird. Friday practices are weird after a Thursday game. Kids with like the school week and like K2 is rolling his eyes right away. It's just a weird, like getting a high school team to have a good Friday practice after a Thursday game, but we'll figure that out.
How's Monona Grove?
They're good. I mean,
they have a good sophomore, right?
Yeah, really good sophomore. Really good sophomore, and then like some other guys that can shoot it, and then a senior that will play Division III.
Gotcha.
Good coach too. Been around a long time, and they play like a couple different defenses, so it's like one of those.
Tough. Yeah, I remember playing that kid when he was a freshman in the summer. I thought he was pretty good.
No, he's good.
What's his name?
Austin Lucetti. He's just going through I don't want to. He's a really good kid. We actually coach him in AAU, but he's going through the like sophomore, getting the other team's best defender and the game plan thing right now, which is hard.
Stuff.
Which you feel in the ACC with the way you're being guarded and everybody knowing everything about you, but in high school, the other team really only talks about one player and does everything they can to stop that dude, I feel like.
Con, you laughed about the Friday practice thing. Why? What's the?
A Friday practice after school at like 3:15 is tough.
Yeah,
tough to get the guys ready for that one.
Especially like this week, we got a Thursday game and then no Saturday game.
Yeah. Unless you got a Saturday. If you got a Saturday game, then it's like all right.
So like, I don't know. I don't want to let our kids know that I'm already thinking about giving them something on Friday, but let's play well on Thursday, and then we might go bowling.
I'm not a fan of the Saturday game though either.
No, I mean they're all conference for us too, so it's been tough. But
I'm actually curious on what the Saturday routine looks like at the Duke level for you guys. Like we were talking, my staff and I were talking about that because we played yesterday, and it's a 3 p.m. game, and it was just like it was a little odd, like the timing and the shoot around and what we do, like food before the game and whatnot. And then we're actually talking about like I wonder what this looks like for an 11 a.m. Duke and Wake Forest at 11 a.m. on Saturday. What's that look like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually like them because we'll get in at like 7 the night before, go get shoot around, and then have our team meeting at night, and then you sleep. You wake up at like we played SMU at that was a 1 o'clock. But it's not too different than like a noon start. So then it's a meeting before breakfast, eat breakfast, and then they kind of let you have your downtime, whatever you want to do. And then actually this last one at SMU, we taped before we left and got dressed because the locker room was tiny, and then got ready to go before we actually left for the gym. And then you get in and play the game. I actually like in college, I like the Saturday noon start. That's pretty sweet.
So if you had it your way, you'd want to do like a Tuesday, Saturday every week, or what? What would be your ideal like schedule be?
For college?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what we do, eh? Tuesday, Saturday.
I mean, you like that? Like that's kind of what you would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the noon game too. It's my favorite one to watch as a fan, and even
totally.
Even when we played, and we were usually 1 or 2 o'clock start, but I love that Saturday afternoon. Like it's not like so early that it's messing with your sleep, or you're like overthinking it the night before, but also you get up, you play. It's good time. Good vibe.
Have you changed your game day like shot warm up routine? Because like as a high school kid, you don't get to really shoot during the day, right?
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. I mean
you now get
for an hour.
Yeah, you take the full hour routine.
No, I don't go out there for a whole hour. We do like a 10-minute on court, just with like our positional groups, and then we get out there for like the full team warm up, and then like stretch and warm up, and then once we get out there again, we go back in, watch film, and then come back out and get going with our whatever you want to do, kind of. But I mean, we have like our line into getting your shots.
Got it. Do you like to do more on your own during the day now that you have like more freedom or more time to like shoot and stuff?
For like on game day?
Yeah. Or is it all kind of with the team? Do you have any time on your own, or is it more like all like team time? Like
it's mostly with the team. Like we get there's like 30 minutes before like walkthrough or whatever that you can come in and do whatever. So I do that every time, but it's not there's not like a whole bunch of time where you can just spend out there, but it's a lot more than the 15-minute clock.
Standing waiting for the JV game to end.
Take 3 tests during the day, go to 8 classes, get 10 shots up, and start.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You go to a gym like Rufus King.
Yeah.
They have the super old gym, which is sweet.
It's awesome.
We played their sophomore year, and you get 15 minutes to warm up in that gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a sweet gym. That's a great call.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's a fun gym.
Do you know about the Rufus King gym, Sam?
I don't know.
It's like the gym is below. It looks like
it's crazy.
Would you want to say?
It's like an empty Olympic swimming pool essentially, and everybody's sitting around looking down into like a court.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I mean, there's a lot of Milwaukee public school gyms like that, but King is definitely probably the coolest one, and the way that the seating is like close to the court too. Where did we watch that one game? DePouw,
Milwaukee Pulaski. Yeah, home of the Rams, right next to Leon's Custard. Great ice cream. Shout out the South Side.
Pulaski's an all-timer. I was going to shout out Reagan's new court too.
Reagan's got a sweet new court.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton.
One of my buddies from middle school, actually, his dad like designed the whole like husky, like the court design on the wall, and that's awesome. It's pretty sweet.
Run the city. Is that what it says?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. I gotta look it up. I'm going on my computer right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up this Rufus King gym too. I want to see what this thing looks like.
Sam, are we getting your FBA power rankings? My Fond du Lac Cardinals are rolling.
I did some research too.
Yeah,
and, our Appleton North Lightning's kind of figured it out.
Yeah. Did anyone see what someone tweeted at me on like Friday night?
No.
Siebert and DePouw are looking up
Sam's mentions
on Twitter and seeing what someone tweeted at you.
You never know. Where the heck is it now?
Twitter's getting
something about
on the daily.
Where the heck is it now? No, it's just like gone. There you go. Mentions. Maybe that's.
I wish we could sound clip you having Fond du Lac number 9.
It was someone basically. I can't believe it's gone now. Someone basically saying like, I'm sick of like Oshkosh North and Neenah getting all this love. Fond du Lac's beating Neenah like 5 straight years or something like that. Whatever. And I'm like, I put Fond du Lac 9 and I said I was wrong. Like I just did it in the first like 2 weeks because they had lost the game, and I've always praised them. So But I don't know where the heck this went now. I'm kind of upset that it's somehow gone.
Engaged listeners are a good thing.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
True.
that's true. This is riveting podcasting. Everybody's listening to us search for a tweet.
Right? Yeah, I don't know where the heck it went. I'm kind of actually pissed off.
Media entertainment 101, baby.
You didn't screenshot that tweet and put it on the bulletin board.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious. I'm curious where Sam's going to rank them this week, though. They're kind of in a weird spot because are you a believer at 4-1, or are you still going to keep them in that middle tier?
Who are we talking about? Fond du Lac?
Yeah.
I cannot. I've got my popcorn ready for Sam's tiers.
Appleton North 1. Nina's 2.
What happened to Nina in the meantime to lose their number 1 ranking? You had them number 1.
Appleton. It's again. I'm in this trust area. Appleton North has more talent. I saw enough. They've kind of like Kellett's kind of rallied the troops, and they look good Friday night against Kimberly.
Yeah, that yearbook tournament is it still the yearbook tournament? Yes, still the yearbook tournament. Over winter break, they played really well.
Nina gets to number 1, drives across the state to Hudson and wins, and then hosts Oshkosh North and wins and gets them demoted.
Who they beat Friday?
Can't wait for these tweets.
Yeah, Sam couldn't resist.
Everyone,
one angry tweet and one.
I got enough angry Nina people over the
All right, so number 1 is I'm with you though. They're playing well. They've turned a corner. They've gotten better. Number 2, who you got?
Nina's 2.
Who's 3?
Kaukauna.
Were you at Appleton North, Kimberly?
No, I was not. I did not go. No.
Okay, number 4. This is where it's going to get interesting. Get your popcorn.
This is yeah. The problem, I would probably put I'm going to put Hortonville 4 and Fond du Lac 5 because Hortonville played their games without Ethan Joling.
Yep. Okay.
So Hortonville 4.
Oshkosh North is playing without Bryce Ott though, so like the injury, like
I know,
transparency and consistency here.
Yep. God, I forgot about Oshkosh North.
What's Oshkosh North record?
Fond du Lac is going to kill me. Fond du Lac's going to kill me.
Oshkosh North is 5-4, but Sam's going to put Hortonville and Oshkosh North ahead of Fondy. We're struggling here, guys. It is hard. Rankings are hard.
It's impossible.
You guys tweeting about rankings, giving people a hard time.
There's 4 teams that are 4-1 in the FEA.
Yeah, and you're about to rank one of them 6 or 7.
I know. Maybe. Let's also remember Fond du Lac lost to Appleton East.
Yep.
Like, that's a bad loss. My apologies to Appleton East.
Fond du Lac is playing well right now. They really I don't want to what they did to Fort Atkinson was impressive. They were the first team this year that I saw Fort Atkinson like really struggle to guard.
You're Fort Atkinson fan, Siebert.
What's up?
I said you're a Fort Atkinson fan. I watched the last
Fort
episode.
Atkinson has 3 college seniors.
Wow.
They've played a tough schedule. They're similar to like DePouw's team. I just think DePouw has 4 college players.
You guys play them, right?
We play Fort twice. They're in our league.
Oh, they're in your league. Yeah.
They're as good as anyone.
Right?
Them and Wanakee are the 2 best teams in our league this year. And then
they're one of those teams that has they always have 5 good players on the court.
And they slow it down and like keep the game. They're hard to score on. Like who guarded you guys well last year? They're that team that in your head, like, you know, like Vaughn feels like he can't it's hard to score 25, whatever. I don't know. You know, they're in the gaps. It's hard to get all the way to the rim. If you get a straight line drive, they foul you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we played them in the summer and they were very physical. I remember that.
Yeah, and it's all those same guys. Like all their seniors have started for 3 years. They have 4 guys who have started.
It always helps.
80 games.
I'm okay with putting Oshkosh North 6 based on the things that I've heard over the last week or so and what I've seen.
Okay. So we got and who's 4 and 4 was
4 is Hortonville, 5 is Fond du Lac.
Okay.
What does herd mean?
Great question, K2.
What people have told me
Here we
about.
go.
I can't. Hey,
Sources.
Once we're done recording, we'll talk more. There's certain things I cannot say publicly. So things that I have heard. That's all. Half of my rankings are done because of what people tell me about.
Keeping the sources close to the chest. Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Per Woj.
I got a family to
K2's
feed here.
K2's an expert at this.
Yeah.
What's Donaldson saying?
Hey, I got a lot of sources. He's one. Yes, he is one of them. Correct. He is one of them for sure. All right, then who's left?
You got. Are you Kimberly, Appleton East, Oshkosh West, and Appleton West?
Yeah, I'll go Kimberly 7, Appleton East 8, Oshkosh West 9, Appleton West 10.
I would love Appleton West to make a revival. That's a fun gym. The Emmanuel Gymnasium. Yeah. That's a fun gym.
Yeah, it is.
Where I did my student teaching.
Did you really?
Appleton West High School. Yep.
Wow, that's funny.
Yep. 9th grade civics class.
Weren't you student teaching when they had Flynn and
they made the sectional final?
Yeah, they had an awesome team. What was the other skinny jumper's name? They went to Eastern Illinois.
They had Flynn, they had Verhagen. Or I can't remember which Verhagen, but they had young Will Mahoney.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mahoney. Yeah,
they had a really good team, like super big, strong. Jack Flynn obviously is awesome, but yeah, I would like West to be good again. Just get that Emmanuel gym rocking.
That'd be a good podcast.
Gyms.
Yeah,
that would be sweet.
Yeah, good category of teams that we want to be good again.
Oh, or that. Yeah.
Or both. We can do both.
We want everybody to be good.
I'm drafting. For a gym. Manitowoc Lincoln deserves a mention for gym.
Another cool gym. You're right.
Half these gyms I've only seen in like a youth basketball layout.
Google, Google image Manitowoc Lincoln High School.
I know what that gym looks like.
K2. Look up what Manitowoc Lincoln High School looks like when you get a chance.
That was where that Homestead De Pere game was last year, right? The crazy one.
Oh,
was that Manitowoc? I believe.
Sheboygan South.
Sheboygan South. Oh, I lied.
Oh, okay.
Red and white in the FRCC.
All right, I'm seeing this Rufus King gym. It's almost like Champion Center, huh?
Yeah, but a high school version, and
right.
It's
big and wide open. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Keep saying that. Go Generals, and a cool, sweet name, the Generals.
That is a pretty cool gym.
Now I'm gonna look at.
I like Whitefish Bay's gym.
Oh, DePouw, do you have a rebuttal?
No, I just had some tough experiences there.
Oh.
Nothing against the gym. Nothing against really anything to do with Whitefish Bay, but just a couple tough games.
I thought it was like too big and like far from the baseline or something.
Oh, we went 1 for 27 from 3. So that was the issue.
Yeah. I would hate the gym too then.
Yeah.
So are we with the FVA power rankings?
We're all in support of your rankings. Please direct all tweets at the unintentional.
There's some good matchups this week in the FVA. I saw Appleton North and Kaukauna play this week. I think
Appleton North and Fondy. Coach D.
Fondy play on Tuesday.
Down to Fondy.
Now I gotta check the schedule. North had Fondy on Tuesday.
That's number 1 at number 6.
Kimberly at Oshkosh North, Hortonville at Nina.
Yeah, fun games. We got A East, A West.
Games.
Yeah, those are at Appleton North Friday.
Yeah. Tuesday's a good night in the FVA. Good week for the Panthers to have a Thursday only game, Sam. How about that?
You gonna drive up and go to a game?
I actually think I'm driving to Beaver Dam to watch Monona Grove.
Well, there you go. Con, you watch anyone besides Lutheran at all or no? I know I don't have a ton of time, but
I just try to watch like the super big games. Like I watched a lot of the Rick Majerus, shootout, and then just if there's anything like, but I do box score watch, so I don't get the full effect of seeing the game, but I can follow stats and stuff like that too. But I do watch, try to tune in for every Wisco game because they're pretty fun to watch right now.
Well, you got a good thing there too.
Next Friday.
Yeah, who do they have this week?
Westell Central on Friday, I think.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Nina might be their next game, so I might have a little. Gonna head over to that game.
Lutheran plays Nina in February.
Oh, it's in February. Oh shoot.
Yeah. They got Westell Central on Friday.
Westell Central on Friday. Oh, it's Homestead.
Homestead, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, yeah, that's your Miami game. That's when I'll be at Duke.
Sweet.
I'm excited. Can't wait. What happened to the weather? It's gonna be like in the mid 40s in like 8 days.
What's cold today? It was like 25 today.
Oh.
Wait,
brutal.
Hold on. The FVA rankings.
Jesus.
Never mind. We should move forward, but Fond du Lac, you know what the Fond du Lac Hortonville score was, right?
I don't.
Fond du Lac won 76-46.
Oh yeah, and they didn't have Ethan Joling.
76-46?
That changes the whole game completely.
At Hortonville.
Hey, if I'm going to start getting Fond du Lac hate, I'm going to continue to get some more Fond du Lac hate.
Bring it on.
It's not fun. If you don't right. You got to throw gas on the fire. Like, come on.
I think Sam's trying to expand his audience base. He's really popular in like the heart of the Valley area. He's trying to get out to like that south of Oshkosh.
Fondi is his new Nina.
I have said nothing about great things about Nick Ford. I think he's one of the best coaches in the FEA, one of the best coaches in the state. Love him. His teams always play hard.
Number 1 Appleton North at number 9 Fondi on Tuesday.
Nice, yeah.
That would be a good podcast topic too. Is best team names. The Polar Bears.
Oh yeah, that's up there.
Oh yeah, I'm all in on this.
Jim's team names and teams you want to be good again.
Yeah, I like that. How can we do it? Teams we want to be bad.
Yeah,
I just did. It's Fond du Lac.
Yes. Sam's is very well known. Ours, we got to be a little more careful.
Oh man, we will have it. We'll do that. We will do that as a podcast in the next couple months.
My other one was the most underrated WIA players of the 21st century. Remember that, Sam? We had that. We talked about that weeks ago. That was we called it the Avercamp list.
Oh yeah, that's right.
K2, you got anybody you want to put on that board?
Oh,
I know you love a good. You could call it the Nick Fisher All Stars.
The Nick Fisher All Stars.
Yeah, the underrated WIA players of the 21st century.
But like, what's? Give me an example.
So I talked about Ben and John Avercamp, who are like we were talking about because it came up because they're like the most valuable guys of our Holy Cross roster.
Yeah,
and they were the bigs on the Germantown like dynasty teams.
Yeah,
but everybody knows about like Showalter and Luke Fisher and they had tons of dudes, but Avercamp Ben Avercamp was as good as anybody, and John was a stud. And John was in a class with like 3 guys that went Division I, and then he went to St. Cloud State, but was really, really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough, man.
It takes time to think about it.
It does.
My other one was the Milwaukee North 40-point a game scorer in my class was a guy named Danny McQueen, too. He's like the hardest guy in the world I've ever had to cover. Until guarding Anthony Moody in his prime at Holy Cross.
Did you have fun guarding Kon last April too?
No. I like guarding Kon more at Holy Cross than at CGL though, because you can foul him. In CGL, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah, because there's an honor system, you can't.
Yeah, and you just got too big. You got too big.
And you don't like calling fouls, Kon, do you?
I stopped calling fouls.
Yeah.
But in CGL you're not playing like you're not like getting you're not living in area. At Holy Cross, every single possession you're as physical as you possibly can be. Yeah. And they're, and if he caught the ball, we just wrapped him up.
Didn't work well.
It was working
for a half.
It was working. Then DePouw had to talk trash to him.
I'm so mad all those games aren't on video somewhere. Like,
they don't need to be on video.
They should be on video.
You were there.
All be on video.
You were there. You were there, Sam. You experienced it.
I know, but sometimes then you're like, you know what? I'd like to pop in some Holy Cross games right now and watch them and just relive some good memories.
Yeah. That could be a conversation with Lee, but I think
I see both sides. I think there's something too. You have to be there.
I know. Well, so I was there. I was there, and I want video.
Yeah. That's a reason I always back though. It's part of the magic. That's the reason that people go.
Yeah. Well, your dad had it on his Facebook page.
It's on video. It's on video. It streams in the basement.
Yeah, but it's not like recorded. Like no one can go watch any of these games, like on YouTube or whatever. Kon, your dad had it on Facebook and then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
Yeah, well, he was just streaming it too, wasn't he?
But he streamed it, but then it saved under his videos on his Facebook page. And then all of a sudden, I think it was a month, it just disappeared. Because I rewatched the championship game multiple times.
But I feel like that wasn't even that good of a game.
They were there were many moments that were very good.
K2, did you listen to the last episode after DePauw's buzzer beater against Whitnell?
Yes.
Did you hear how many times he watched the buzzer beater?
Like 200, is that what you said?
Hey man, it was the holidays and people wanted to watch it. I had to show.
I still haven't seen it.
You got to watch it, man. You've got to watch it.
The way you guys are describing it, I'm like, what the heck?
It's honestly unbelievable.
You stole it, and he was stepped out of bounds, and then you stole it again.
Yes, yes. Stole it again.
And two opportunities to throw the ball deep, and they throw it towards the corner twice.
Stole it in the dead corner. He does a tiptoe turnaround 3 fadeaway, just straight through.
down by 2 too. So the steal anywhere else was 2-pointer, but it was a 3. What? The buzzer right in front of his bench too. So the team just all mobbed him. And the whole crowd stormed the court from across the bench. It was awesome.
And Whitnell just won on a game winner this week, right? Jack Lutz.
Yeah, they won. They beat Milwaukee Lutheran by 2. I didn't even know it was a game winner.
He drove to the basket and laid it in. I saw that.
Haven't
seen that. We do.
Oh. And then Whitnell also lost on the Wisco
game winner. They've had they're a good
3 awesome.
They're a good team. They've lost to Wisco on that. That was Kinston threw that pass, right?
He did.
That was heck of a. They lost on a full court Christian Leitner into the layup. They lost to us on the buzzer beater fadeaway. They won on a game winner. Man, they're getting the clutch reps.
They probably should have beaten Kimberly and Kaukauna. They were towards the end there.
I thought they outplayed them at that game. That was right before we played, so I watched that one pretty close. And then they beat Kaukauna. That was kind of a pretty. I felt like they were outplaying them too.
Beat St. Cat's too.
Mm-hmm.
And that other loss is Kettle, who's as good as anybody in the state.
Man, they played the gauntlet.
Yeah, they really have.
It's good. I like that. I like Lutz and I like Hero. I like how the operation they got going.
Yeah, they're good. If you have two guards like that can really handle it, and at any level, I mean, this is even true in the Division I game, but in the high school game, you just if they're winning late, it's so hard to get the ball from them. They just without and not that they're stalling or doing anything illegal. I mean, we all have our thoughts on the shot clock, but the rules are the rules and play how you want. But if you're late game and you can keep two guys that can really handle it a high 60 feet from the hoop that aren't going to turn it over, not 60 because half court's at 40, but you get what I'm saying. You can keep two guys at the volleyball line. They can't turn it over. I mean, you just got to pray they miss their free throws or you steal the inbound pass, I guess.
Yeah, no, last year they played us tough for a half twice.
And then you won by 30.
It was close at half.
I know it was. I remember I think it was the second game, whatever. That was one of those. We talked about this here, right? It's like, you don't worry. I don't get nervous when you got Kon. I mean, you get Kon, you don't get nervous. And I remember that it's like, oh, it's like a 1-point game at half, and I'm like, I'm not really worried about it. And it ended up being 30 points.
Just get mad at people ripping on them, but no, nice feeling that I'm the best player on the court.
Right.
Were you down at half?
You guys, Racine Park was tight with you guys at half. They're good. We played them over winter break. They have most of those guys back.
Yeah, okay. They're pretty good, right? They're really good then. Eh?
Yeah, they were fourth last week. We lost by one on we hit a shot to go up by one with 4 seconds left, and then they threw it in and they got a foul call. I'll leave my thoughts, but they got a foul call, literally zeros on the clock, and the kid cashed both free throws. Really clutch. I mean, heck of to go there with nobody in the standing around and just can them both to end the game. But they're really impressive too, and they played you guys tough.
They still a full court press whole game.
Yep, full court press, but they're not. They toe the line well of being like aggressive, but not like so crazy chaotic where you're just gonna like figure it out and get 4-on-3s the whole time. Like they're not trapping. They're just kind of like trying to wear you down and tire you out.
Yeah. If you don't have multiple ball handlers, it's really tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guard that
Isaiah Robinson?
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Steals everything.
They have another big this year too.
Jackson. Yeah, he played last year.
He's
big, strong. They have a nice team.
This is probably inappropriate. This is an inappropriate podcast topic, but he is one of the most obscene trash talkers I have ever seen in a WIA high school game. And I've seen
Who is this?
This dude from Racine Park talks a whole game, says whatever he wants. Hasn't been talked to or teed in any game I've ever seen.
Interesting. I'm gonna put that on my viewing schedule.
He's darn good player too.
I feel like we got a tee in the sectional final. I feel like I shot a couple of technical free throws.
Really?
On them. I think
he's relentless.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think they were good. So they got a bunch of guys
They're really good. He's a college player. I mean, they have when their second best dude is maybe a scholarship kid, they're going to be good. Sam, you're the man. K2. Good surprise. Well done.
We're clearly running out of things. We're gonna have to.
I'm impressed. K2, you got Eastern time zone. Keep on keeping on. Keep dominating. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Good luck.
No one hang up. No one hang up. I'll stop recording. No one hang up.
Good luck to your old man winning a champ. That's a lot of pressure because he'll let you know if you drafted a bad team, won't he? I hope he will.
Yeah, I honestly
he'll catch you after week one, won't he?
I can't remember. I picked Pullman.
Oh yeah, good point.
For sure. So he loves Pullman.
Yep. Yep.
And
Good
then
now.
his first, I'm blanking on the first pick because it's a new guy, but he played in the Andrews League in the summer. He's a really good player.
Okay.
It's gonna make me mad. I'll have to he has Pelton. That's a classic Siebert.
Yeah.
Siebert pull there.
Pelton's good at getting under the other team's skin.
DePouw,
Yes.
you're not playing either.
No, we practice late all the time on during basketball season.
You lost all this weight. You got to get back on the court and see what it
I'll-
does.
I'll be back for the spring session. Don't
All
worry.
right.
The fourth, fifth round turn. Maybe we can hang in there. Maybe this weight loss is going to help me get me into the fourth round. I don't know.
What we're Sam, you
Larson.
Davis Larson.
Davis Larson,
Yes.
really good. Oh,
Yeah.
Man, I am mad. Davis
Underrated
Larson.
player list.
No, Davis Larson is a UW health target per Alex Olson, so that shouldn't have been discussed. But yeah,
You're going to have like 15 people at this point on that team.
I got to get his contact info. K2, good pick.
Yeah, he's good.
Alex
Good defender, plays hard.
Alex Olson wants him, and he played for Tharp in college, Sam. So he runs the LU motion. Played at Hillsdale.
Got it.
Believe it or not, the whole UW Health K2 all played college for like the same college coaching tree, except for our best players, the Aver camps. Like Yuckham, DePauw, Tharp. Yeah.
Is AO still at Kettle Moraine?
He's at Kettle.
Yeah, that's a good staff, man.
Yeah,
That's
it
pretty good.
is. It is. It is.
All right. I'm going to end the recording. Everyone, thanks for listening to Over and Back.